As you can probably tell, I'm just continuing on, but this is a lot of information, so make sure you're watching each video carefully, understanding it, and then emailing me with any questions. So a couple of terms related to mortgage. So a home mortgage is a specific type of installment loan designed specifically to purchase a house. The down payment is what the money you pay up front in order to be given the mortgage or whatever loan you're using. And then a fixed rate mortgage is one in which the interest rate is guaranteed not to change over the life of the loan. When and if you go to buy anything that has an interest rate, it's always good to know if your interest rate can ever change or what your payment schedule will look like. Okay. Just a note, and we'll talk about this during the slides, is that the down payment is not part of what's borrowed. So you purchase a home, let's say for $300,000. If you put $50,000 down, you're only borrowing $250,000, not $300,000. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind, not only for this lesson, but for your project too. Okay, home loan. So suppose you purchase a $260,000 home with a down payment of $20,000. The APR is 3.95% with a 30-year loan term. That's what they typically are. Some are 15. Answer the following. So what are your monthly payments? How much will you pay over the life of the loan? And what is the total interest you will pay on the loan? So your monthly payments, again, we're going to use our calculator. So in this case, our principal, remember, the down payment is how much you're putting up front. So you're not borrowing that amount of money. So your principal here is the price of the home minus your down payment, which gives $240,000. So you're only borrowing $240,000 for the purchase of this home. So P is $240,000. APR 0.0395. Mortgage is usually due monthly, so N is equal to 12, and then it's a 30-year loan term, so this will be our Y value. Okay, so 0.0395 over 12 divided by 1 minus 1 plus 0.0395 over 12 to the negative 12 times 30. Okay, and again, I'm going to write in green. Texas Instruments, add in your extra parenthesis. Your fraction bar is division, and make sure you put this in as negative 360 instead of the multiplication to avoid errors. Okay, so 240,000 over 395 divided by 12 divided by 1 minus 1 plus 5 divided by 12 raised to the negative 360. Okay, so we're going to round this to the nearest cent. Our monthly payment is $1,138.89. How much will you pay over the lifetime of the loan? So again, we take what we're paying each month times, there's 12 months in 1 year, over the 30-year term. So we would take our payment, and we will end up paying $410,040. It's a lot more than what you purchased the home for. Okay, what is the total interest you will pay on the loan? So again, you're paying a total of $410,040. You're paying off what the original balance was, what you financed for the home, and interest. So out of this $410,040, part of it is interest and part of it is principal. Now we know the principal is $240,000. Okay? And then from there, all we have to do to determine the interest that was paid is take the total amount paid minus the principal or the total amount financed to get $170,040. For the next part, we're going to use the same scenario, but we're going to learn, I think there's a question in the online homework about how to determine how much of your payment went towards interest and how much of it went towards the principal. So we'll take the same scenario of the $260,000 home, down payment of $20, the APR is 3.95% with a loan term of 30 years, and we're going to figure out with our first two payments in month 1 and month 2, how much of each of those payments went to interest and how much went towards the principal. Okay, so there's a formula here. Interest is equal to the balance times APR over N. Okay, so in month 1, Our balance is $240,000 because we haven't paid anything yet. And again, it's $240,000 because you put money down, and N is still 12. So we do this calculation, 240,000 times 0.0395 over 12. And this comes out to $790. So $790 went towards interest. If you remember from a previous portion of the problem, we found out that our monthly payments were $1,138.89. So that means the rest of that from $790 to get to $1,138.89, the rest of that went towards the principal. So then our principal amount would be, I'm running out of room. I'm going to go up here. Sorry, this is really messy. Minus $790. So only $348.89 went to the principal. Okay, so in month one, 700. So your payment is still $1,138.89, but out of that, $790 went towards the interest and $348.84 went towards the principal. So then in month two, when we calculate the balance, we started with a balance of $240,000, but based on month one, we paid off $348.89. So you're going to have a new balance. Okay, so in this case, it would be $239,651.11. Okay, and so now we use our formula. And again, this is for the interest on our month two payment. And again, our month two payment, our payments are staying the same. So this becomes divided by 12. And so now I'm going to round to two decimal places, 788.85. So out of your month two payment, 788.85 went towards the interest. To find out how much went towards the principal, you would take the previous balance, or no, you would take 788.85 and subtract it from your monthly payment amount. To get 350.04. Okay, so now let me just double check. Yep, okay. So looking at this too, notice what I told you at the beginning when we were talking about an installment loan, where at the beginning you're paying off more of the interest and towards the end you're paying off more of the principal. You can kind of see that pattern emerging here, whereas in month one you paid off $790 of interest, and in month two, 788.85, and then the principal is getting bigger as well about how much you're paying off during the mortgage or the life of the loan. Okay, that's true also for different types of loans. Okay, thank you for watching. If you have any questions at all, please come to office hours, email me. I do answer my phone, so if you have my phone number from the syllabus, if I don't answer, you can leave a message. But this section is very detail oriented, so if you're having any trouble at all, please feel free to contact me.